What's going on, people? Thank you for joining me for another beer review, which of course means it's Beer Monster O'Clock. And today we're going to be checking out one by Cotswold Brewing, and it's their Hawkstone Lager. Of course, it's Jeremy Clarkson's brewery, in it, where all the ingredients come from his diddly squat farm. I know there's a program about it on Amazon, which I've not watched. For some reason, I don't know, I just don't really watch much TV, so I don't really know all the sort of history and that about it. I just know that it got sent to me as a gift by the in-laws for Easter. And yeah, gonna give it a review and see what I think about it. I did have a little look on Amazon to see the price of it, just for review purposes, you know. And it's bloody expensive, actually. It's 35 quid for 12 bottles of this. That's over £3 a bottle, isn't it? Roughly about £3 a bottle, something like that. No, 35 quid, sorry, for 12 bottles. 35 quid for 12 bottles and 20 quid for 6 bottles. That's an expensive beer, isn't it? It's only 330ml a bottle. If it was a pint, perhaps you could justify it. But yeah, that's going to be a difficult sell. It needs to be bloody good, I'll tell you that, for that sort of money. Let's crack it open and see what she's like. Let me know if you tried this one in the comments, guys, and what you thought of it. It's 4.8% ABV. I know he does like a session lager as well. Pilsner, I think it's 3.8%. He does a pale ale, ciders. I've not tried anything from him, so I'm interested to give this a bash and see if it's just a hype beer or, you know, whether it's just sort of a bit of a gimmicky thing. Because, you know, Jeremy Clarkson's quite a popular fella, isn't he? All the Top Gear programs and all that. Anyway, let's have a look at the beer in the glass. It's got a slight haze to it. It's kind of a very pale looking lager. Medium levels of carbonation. Got a brilliant white head. Here's a look at your beverage in the glass. It's definitely got that slightly crafty sort of look about it with the haze going on. It's normally a giveaway with the lager, like perhaps slightly unfiltered. Yeah, it looks good enough to me. Quite big bubbles though, to be fair. Let's get the nose in there and check out the aromas of Jeremy Clarkson's Hawkstone Lager. It just smells like a lager. It don't smell nothing special, to be honest. Citrusy, quite a citrusy smelling lager. Bit of a sweet sort of bready malt. It smells alright, but it's not like I'm smelling it going, wow, that smells better than any other lager I've tried. It smells nice, nothing special though. But you're not going to sit there sniffing your beer all day, are you? It's all about the taste. So let's chuck it down the neck and see if I think it's worth a buy. It's going to be a hard sell at that price. But hopefully it's nice. Because that'd be a right piss take if it ain't at that price. Anyway, cheers everybody. Bush. It's very, very good actually. It kind of surprised me. I wouldn't say it's like overly complex or nothing like that, but the first thing which put a smile on my face was it's got a fantastic body for a lager. It's almost like I'm drinking it on tap. It's a nice smooth mouthfeel to it. The quality is definitely there, that's for sure. And the next thing which struck me straight away as like a first impression was that is very, very smashable, and it's very, very thirst quenching and refreshing. And you know, when it boils down to it, that's what you want in a lager, innit? You want something that's really crisp and refreshing, easy drinking, and this like literally ticks all the boxes what I look for in a nice lager. Just from that one mouthful. So let's go again and think about flavours, because the weird thing was no sort of particular flavours massively stood out to me, but it was just the whole how easy drinking it is. That was a massive standout. That's very, very nice, I've got to say. It's kind of got a nice sweet malty backbone. And it's quite a citrusy lager, but really nice. It's not overly in your face or nothing like that. So if you're not massive on your citrus fruits, it's not going to be enough to put you off. But there's a nice citrusy fruitiness in the background. That's really, really nice and refreshing actually. And then there's a bit of a bitterness on it, nothing crazy. It's just a nice crisp bitterness that sort of finishes off the beer really nicely. There's nothing here that's going to become boring or sort of too much. It's just a perfect session lager, a decent strength, 4.8%. I'm impressed. I am impressed. The citrusy hops in this work really, really well. So, I guess it's a difficult one for me overall though. It's a fantastic lager. It's a very, very good lager. But for me, despite it being very nice, it's hard to justify the price tag. I mean, it's nearly gone. Do you know what I mean? £3 for a bottle, a 330ml bottle. So you're talking £6 for a 660ml bottle of this. You can go in Tesco's and get 3 bottles for £6, can't you? So I don't think you can justify the price tag. Although I did see something on Facebook earlier where there was a special, I forget what company it is, but they're doing like 12 bottles of this and a free bottle of wine for £30. And apparently it's free delivery as well. So that's a bit better if you like wine as well. But it's still a hard sell at that price. So for me, it's a cracking lager. But my God, are you paying a premium for it? You really are. Perhaps the sort of thing, it'll be a nice gift like it was to me. A nice gift for someone, or perhaps just something to get in at Christmas or something like that. It's certainly not the sort of thing, unless you're absolutely loaded, that you're going to be drinking as a sort of regular. Do you know what I mean? Not for me anyway. No, it's a cracking lager. That ticks all the boxes on a summer's day, that one, to refresh you. Very, very nice, without being overly anything. It's just somewhat simple, but just so refreshing and so easy drinking. It's just does what a lager's supposed to do. There is something slightly about this actually that does remind me of an IPA. Perhaps it's some sort of ale yeast in this or something, I don't know. But it just does give me slight IPA vibes. Only very slight though, don't let that put you off. I definitely think this one's worth a try, but I don't think it's worth the price tag. But just judging it for a beer, forgetting about how much it costs, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. It's so refreshing. But will I buy it again? Not at that price. I'm not going to spend £3 for a 330ml bottle of lager. You know, perhaps on a special occasion, and that's about it. So perhaps I would buy it again, or maybe it'll be on offer. You never know, it might show up in the old home bargains one day for like £1 a bottle or something, and that's going to be a shelf clear over it if it does. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this review, and do let me know your thoughts on these beers and whether you've tried anything else from Jeremy Clarkson, and if you think this is worth the price. You know, but personally, it's a hard sell. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Smash that like button and consider subscribing to the channel if you've not done already. Till the next one. Bye-bye, darlings.